Hello and welcome to little previews of big bike races. I'm the little guy Matt, and we are brought to you by the Wide Angle Podium Network, the biggest little podcast network out there. Today, we're here to preview the Tour de France, but in the only way we know how on this show, which is to read the cycling classic, Tour de France classic, The Glove. So we'll do our annual reading of The Glove, updated for 2021. On a summer day, as the Tour de France was about to head into the mountains, a neo-pro asked his grandmother to sew him a beautiful pair of cycling gloves. Gloves so beautiful they'd wick sweat and improve aerodynamics and never leave silly tan lines. And after our neo-pro had made the day's break and cycled for many hours, he approached the very steep finishing climb. Now, even the most modern fabric is no match for the heat. Well, what with the slow climbing speeds on this hot summer day. And as the neo-pro unzipped his jersey to go full schleck, one of his gloves fell. And I know this seems a bit crazy and all, but it's what happened. And he went off in hopes of winning the day's stage. Just a picture. After our neo-pro had gotten up the road a minute and 30 seconds, along came the first of the GC riders. Roglic, seeing the comfy glove, thought it would be the perfect place to tap out a nice, steady tempo of 5 watts per K all the way to the finish. And soon after, along came Lopez and Carapaz. "Is there room for 2 more in that comfy GC glove?" asked Lopez and Carapaz. "Oh yes, come on in," answered Roglic. Well, the three had no sooner gotten themselves comfy when along came 3 struggling but inspired Frenchmen. May we join you?" asked the 3 Frenchmen. "I suppose," answered Roglic, "but don't go showing off now," said Carapaz. "We won't," answered Gaudu, Martin, and Nans Peters in unison. Now, it wasn't long after before 2 tall Dutchmen came into view. Well, at least their legs did. "Room for us?" "Not much space, but," said Roglic, but before he could finish, Mollema and Kruijswijk had made themselves comfy inside the glove. The glove was starting to stretch, but still all the riders felt quite comfortable. Now, in a flash, 3 more riders appeared. "Any more room?" Oh sure," said Lopez. "Always nice to have some of my countrymen with me." So Aran, Quintana, and Sergio Higuita accelerated into the glove. And as the riders grew comfortable, the pace in the GC dropped, and before they knew it, 4 more riders had squeezed into the glove. Alaphilippe, Valverde, McNulty, and Pogacar all made it in. The glove now stretched beyond recognition. The riders began to argue about pace-setting duties. "Let's go faster," shouted Roglic. "No," Nans Peter coughed out while making the most amazing pain face. "Faster, slower, no attacking!" And so it was really no surprise that while the big favorites bickered, not one of them noticed Posavivo slip into the glove until it was too late. Suddenly, seams ripped, high-tech lycra flew every which way, and GC favorites were strewn across the mountain slopes. It was at this moment that our neo-pro friend realized that he'd lost one of his gloves. And as the big riders came flying past him for the stage honors, he swore he saw fabric bits stuck in Mollema's helmet. But he never did find out what really happened to that glove his grandmother had sewn him. Well, there you go. The cycling Tour de France classic, The Glove. Happy Tour de France!